selfishness. But I think that you got the message of this reassurance. I think an encouraging word I heard was they say, yes.
You're on YouTube, then.
Sweet. It seems to modify.
All right, time to go.
All right, good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Central Texas, where we think more expansively, love more completely, and live more joyously.
Oh, yeah, you got to do that. We're going to delay.
Deja vu. I just heard myself say that.
You still able to hear it?
I see.
All right.
I'm saying anything.
Here I am saying something. So, all right. Thank you to Clark for a wonderful meditation this morning. Yeah. All right. And let's start by saying our opening affirmation on the top of page 4. And we will say this together. And it says, "We believe that there is an infinite power and wisdom that creates everything. We are expressions of this same power and wisdom. The thoughts, beliefs, and expectations we entertain with the most energy become our experience of life. When we change our energy and our attention, our experience changes to match." And this morning we have, hiding behind the camera over there in the third row, it's the birthday girl tomorrow, Jean. Yeah. All right. It is tomorrow. Tomorrow starts the month-long celebration. So we do that. We are also celebrating a couple of great jazz musicians, Jackie Byard and Errol Garner, Waylon Jennings, Harry Nilsson, Jim Varney, also known as Ernest, James Belushi, Helen Hunt, Courtney Cox, Ice Cube, and Neil Patrick Harris. Happy birthday to all you guys. The Thursday book study will come back in a couple of weeks. We're going to be looking at Rumi. I may kind of swap. We'll still be doing Rumi. I just may not use the curriculum that I'm looking at. I'm becoming less enchanted with it the more I look at it. So anyway, we'll figure that out, but it will be about Rumi.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Well, happy Father's Day to you. Yeah. All right. To all the fathers here, happy Father's Day, Daddy-O's. All right. And I'd like to invite Clark to come up and do an opening reading and treatment.
All right, thank you all. Oh, happy Father's Day, Yin Yang. Okay. The reading today comes from a podcast I saw from Joe Dispenza not too long ago, and it's part of his presentation on Know It's Already Yours. And he says, whatever we desire, love, success, abundance, health, they're all possible when we step into the reality of the desire as being already fulfilled. We need not struggle, chase, or resist by fighting against external forces. Trading doubt for certainty and coherence of mind and body energies attracts and aligns with law to fulfill all. We must add feeling and action to thought to best move these energies. Feel the warmth of love. Feel the joy of success. Feel the freedom of health in a perfectly functioning body. Know it. Release it. And once the seed is planted in the fertile soil of mind, don't keep digging it up to see whether it's growing. Good words to remember. So let's take that in to this perfect moment. And just breathe like we did in meditation earlier, and just feel the release of all the doing mind stuff. Just release it into the peace of this moment, and relax, knowing that all we encounter are experiences brought before us, not as a test, but as an offering to be with that experience, trying not to label it as good or bad or any limited perspective. It just is, as we simply are. We are expressions of divine creative intelligence. We are that. We are. And I give thanks for the power of our word, our thoughts being causative. As we turn to that consciously and deliberately, we create that heaven from within our own being, because that's where it is. And that's where we choose to dwell. The more we know, the more we grow. So I give thanks for the power inherent in our word and the action of spirit that precedes that word, and to all the laws in action upon the word. Whether we know which ones they are or not, it doesn't matter, because they are. It doesn't take our permission. It just is. So I know this, I release it, knowing that it is in law, already being corresponded to perfectly, consistently, reliably. Knowing that and grateful for it, I release it completely. And so it is now. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, it is my pleasure to introduce the wonderful, the talented Emily Shirley, everybody.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. Is this a time when I play a song, Clark? I'm going to start with a song called Eyes in the Dark. Sort of about when you find yourself in the darkness. I am lost in the dark. How have Thank you, Billy.
All right. Thank you, Emily. She will be back. Let's push more of a
Yes.
go around. Do that. All right. Did you already hit the go back? All right, we're going. What is the most groundbreaking invention of all time?
Shovel.
A shovel. Thank you. There you go. All right.
We know your speed.
There you go. All right. This morning, I want to help you find your love light. And some of you might say, well, I never lost it. And some of you will say, what's a love light? And some of you are just lost in thinking about what you've done previously or what you're about to do after this. Your love light is the love that you emit out into the world in general, but more specifically, the light that you emit into your current surroundings and circumstances. Now, there are a few challenges with finding and utilizing our love light. First, as I mentioned, it can be the location of it and the existence of it. That can cause issues with the implementation of it. But secondly, building and maintaining an identity of one who has a light, who knows the location of said light and utilizes that light. And then third, our belief about the availability and the amount of love that there is. And then more specifically, how much of that love is available to us individually. But like so much else in life, our success of any experience is based upon, first, our identity, our consciousness, our belief in the supply and our belief in the individual availability of that supply. And all that has to do with how frequently, how eager and how effective and efficient we will be when we are expressing that particular subject or flow. David Viscott shares with us, to love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. I like that. Yeah. Now here's the thing, the title of my talk, Find Your Love Light, is based on faulty logic. Because you don't have to go out and find your love light. You got it. You already have it. All right? It's hardwired into you. Now, you may not be convinced of it, may not be convinced of its existence or the location of it, or believe in your particular ability to emit it, but it's still there. It's still there, available, and it's still ready to shine. Even when you've left it unattended in the kitchen drawer for years, it still works. Okay? Its batteries never go out. It's ready, willing, and able to shine at the drop of a hat. And like so much else in our life, life provides the eternal substance and the delivery method of that good of every kind. And if it's been a minute or 17 since you feel like I really shown my love light, rest easy, my friend, it'll work fine and dandy. You just have to believe that it is a viable delivery method. You have to believe that it's able to convey your love, and that in that conveyance of love, it will alter and improve and transform the current situation for the benefit of all. So, love lights. We all got one. But most importantly, we all have ours, our love light. And getting lost in the pointless comparison of our love light to somebody else's, how strong is the beam, how far does it reach, is like comparing anything else. It can be the source of great inspiration and motivation, and it can be the source of great discouragement. That energy of comparison is best directed into just turning the damn thing on and letting your love shine. Okay? Letting it shine out in the way that you can, in the moment, at this level of understanding and awareness, and letting it shine out to whomever's in the general vicinity at the moment. Lao Tzu, you know how you can talk into your phone, it will turn your talk into a text, right? Well, when I said Lao Tzu into it, because I was reminding myself to look up a quote, it auto-corrected to Loud Sue. I thought it was funny. That ancient Asian philosopher, Lao Tzu. But what if we could develop and live from a paradigm that love is not a commodity to be exchanged or bartered for or withheld for any reason? That would be transformative, right? If we could start living from a place where we understand that love is as much a part of our being and our daily living as our breath is. We breathe love in, we breathe love out. Just like that, just as effortlessly and easily and natural as that. See, love is omnipresent. It's in our environment, it's prevalent everywhere, and it's prevalent in our interpretations and our interactions and our expectations as much as we choose to include it. And the good news is we can include it at any time we so choose because it is omnipresent and inherent. And you can do it no matter what your previous experience has been with love at all. Okay. Now, who's ready for some homework?
Yeah.
Hey! And then the crowd goes mild. All right. This is the science of mind. Yes or yes?
Yes.
That is the name of our practical spiritual philosophy. And as a science of mind, if we are, it makes us scientists, right? So be a scientist. And what does a scientist do? The scientist theorizes, they experiment, they observe, they record data, and then they make adjustments, and then they keep observing and keep recording data and keep making further adjustments. I just encourage you in all this science work you're about to do to remain objective, meaning don't leave your assumptions and your ego's worries, doubts, and fears out of the equation as much as possible. Okay, so your homework assignment is go to a store. Now, are we all going to go to a store this week?
Yeah, of course.
Everybody's going to go to a store at some point. And if you just do everything online and delivery services, break that and just physically drive yourself or walk. It can just be the corner store. I don't care what it is, okay? Just go to a store. And before you get out of your car, I want you to take a moment and remind yourself that as you approach the door, front door, as you enter, as you walk around, as you observe the merchandise and the other people in the store, from the moment you close your car door to the moment you are leaving the store and you touch that, reopen that car door again,
Turn on your love light.
okay, that's it. Let's go to lunch.
You get the gold star.
You get the meditating Sasquatch. Yeah, turn on your love light throughout the time you're in the store. And set it on turbo blast so that it is just off the charts, okay? And don't turn it off until you put your hand on the door handle and to leave again, okay? I'm not saying you're going to go in the store and you're going to run hugging everybody and gushing out all over the place. No, okay? That's not the point. Be more subtle, be more intentional, and be more anonymous. Okay, that's the key. You can do this and nobody will know you're doing it. Okay? Emerson told us about this many moons ago when he says, "It never troubles the sun that some of his rays fall wide and vain into ungrateful space and only a small part on the reflecting planet. Thou art enlarged by thy own shining." What Ralph Waldo is encouraging us to do is to make our loving more impersonal every day. And that might sound weird at first, but when you really understand it, you'll get it. So back to your homework. As you approach and walk through the door, just keep repeating the mantra, love. Love. And keep returning to center and keep repeating love. Now this will do a couple of things. It will keep your attention focused on love, which is a good thing in and of itself, but it'll also remind you that your nature and the nature of everybody else in that store is love, okay? And your purpose for being here is to love. And just how good expressing love feels. And all the benefits, the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being that you will benefit from focusing on love and expressing love. And when you focus on love, what are you not focusing on? A whole bunch of other nonsense, right? And when you keep it impersonal and just shine your light like the sun, you never have to say a word. You never have to make eye contact. Okay? You just emanate love in every direction, right? Without expectation or condition. It's not so it will be recognized. It's not so it will be returned. It's not so it will be praised. And people will think you're a righteous dude. Okay? Just shining and letting it all go. Let it go wherever it goes. However it goes, however far it goes. Now, one part of your homework assignment is you need to spend at least 5 minutes in the store. This isn't a run in and run out. Okay, I loved. Okay. This is an exercise. This is a practice. This is something you will learn to do. Okay. Now, as you're walking through the store, what's going to happen? You're going to get distracted by something. Yeah, I need that over there. For the reason you went to the store, but you can just go to love. It won't hurt you. Or you might say, oh, that's a dandy sale. I got to get a couple of those, right? But like any other distraction in our meditation practice, all that stuff is an opportunity to observe it and then let it float on by without any attachment to it. This is a walking meditation, a meditation of love, which is beneficial to us whether we're sitting in the midst of our regular spiritual practice or whether we're walking through a store emanating love anonymously. Okay? Helen Keller shares, what we have once enjoyed we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us. And you will be enlarged by your own shining. Okay? And you will feel better. Okay? You can't not feel better when you're expressing love. Right? And like any other practice, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get doing it, the more you believe you can do it, and guess what? The more you will do it. Now, since I was assigning homework to all of you, I decided to do this homework assignment yesterday. And I decided to do this as I went to a store with Kim and our dog. And it's a little more of a challenge when you're with somebody else and having a conversation. I get that. It's a little more of a challenge when you're trying to navigate and wrangle the dog around the merchandise and the other customers there. But like your meditation practice, there will be slight to more significant distractions and interruptions to it. But the real power is building and expanding your proficiency to return to center, refocus on love after those distractions occur. So, Walt, what was it like? Here's my experience of it. I remembered to do it as I drove away from the store. All right. You see, it's not about being perfect. It's not. Okay? It's about starting and restarting and starting again. So I didn't go to another store, but on my next walk of the dog around our little circuit that we go on, I did it with her. Okay? And then I did it on the next walk with her. She gets a lot of walks. But then so do I. It's a win-win. Dr. Holmes goes on, he says, or our founder, Dr. Holmes, shares, if we make ourselves receptive to the idea of love, we become lovable. To the degree that we embody love, we are love. This is why people who love are loved. See, we are mistakenly taught by a lot of other people that were mistakenly taught that the love we desire is outside of us. It is out there somewhere, right? And we got to go out and find it. We got to track it down, and we got to become worthy of it. We have to behave in ways that will make us earn it, that desired love. So we go out into the world looking for, really, yeah, exactly, really what we're looking with. right? We're looking for love. Our desire for love is the love within us that's desiring a more consistent, a more authentic, a more complete expression by means of us. And the way we expand our ability to love externally is to love internally. See, we can't really be cool with somebody else unless we're cool with ourselves, right? And no matter what the song lyrics say, you're not looking for love in all the wrong places. There is no wrong place to look for love, because love is omnipresent and inherent within each and every one of us. So we bring it with us wherever we go, okay? Love is a characteristic of life. And as an individualization of life, then that's our nature as well. So our desire to receive love is really our desire to express love, to love. That's why it says you must give before you receive. You have to prime the pump. We open the channel of love by loving. And again, the more impersonal we keep it every day, the better it is, because we can just love with less qualifications. We can love with less hesitation. We can love with less targeting of specific individuals just for the sake of loving. And most importantly, we can just love without omitting and choosing who doesn't get it, right? Dalai Lama shares, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Now, your love light. What is the purpose of a light? I should have brought it. I use my phone so much. We don't have lights anymore. Functionally, the purpose of a light is to illuminate a surrounding area or a direction to make the way forward more clear. Yet to utilize and benefit that illumination, we must locate and utilize the light. And when we focus on love, and I mean really focus on love and build the proficiency of returning that focus to love, what are we not focusing on? Everything is not love. Dr. Holmes goes on, he shares, we attract to us that what we first become. As we learn to love, we are sending out love vibrations, and until we send out those vibrations, can we receive love in return. I'm sending you love vibration. You feel my love vibration? Those in the first row better wear, that's like a Gallagher show, you better bring your raincoat. All right, so tomorrow morning, whenever that is for you, okay, when you wake up and you rise and you just start to get to that level of self-awareness and the fog of your surroundings starts to wear out and you start to come into focus, let one of the first things you focus upon and first thing that garners your attention is this idea of love. Just think of love. Think of the omnipresence of love. Think of the availability of love. Love as being part of your nature. Love as being part of everyone else's nature as well. Love being an inherent component of life and all the people we encounter on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, I said all the people. Like those we like and approve of and get along with, and everybody else that we haven't begun to understand yet. Starting from love, with your day starting from love, focusing on love first tells our subconscious mind that must be important to us. And what does our subconscious mind do? What our subconscious mind always does, which is to bring to our attention the things that we have labeled as important, okay? Bring that to the forefront of our attention. And it brings opportunities for love and the engagement and the expression of love to our attention. It then gently reminds us that love is always a possibility, no matter what is or isn't going according to our preferences. And when we invest some of our time, energy, attention, and resources into building and expanding a proficiency of identifying love in our environment, starting to assume that its presence is there and its possibility is there, and it's true for everyone around us as well, we're letting it come to the forefront of our attention and be the target of our energy for the personal and the continual expression of love. And that brings our love light out of the kitchen drawer into our experience. And we light our way with love through the intentional expression and emanation of our light of love. And that starts to include love in everything that we see and everything we consider and everything we expect and everything we express. And that helps us start including love in every interaction and every interpretation. That's letting our love light shine out. And as we do that, it lights our path for sure, but we light the path of those around us as well at the very same time. We let it shine out on our path, but then start to defocus the lens so it moves from a laser beam into just a spotlight, and then defocus it more where it becomes just a solar event. Let it shine out in every direction you can imagine, and then just let it keep shining. Let it shine out strong and consistent and authentically. And let it shine on, you crazy diamond. For you pinks out there. And let your love light shine. And then let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, one more time, con gusto. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Woo! And, all right. And so it is now.
So it is now.
Thank you very much. Thank you for playing along. All right. Thank you. And now let's look at our weekly affirmation on the top of page 6. We'll read this together. Come on, there are some little cards around here. Oh, here they are. They're hidden. All right. Well, there it is. So now you know. All right. Let's say this together. It says, as I express love, I open the very same channel through which I receive love. As I focus on love, I find more opportunities and possibilities to love. My loving becomes more impersonal, independent of any person or thing, only loving for the sake of loving, and I enjoy the benefits. All right, so let's give ourselves the gift of our good attention. Maybe close your eyes or reposition your physical form or take a deep breath or two, whatever helps you get a little more present and aware in this moment. And realize that there is a greater truth to life than we usually pay attention to. And that truth is that love is an inherent component of all life and all expression when we remember to include it, remember to see it, remember to feel it, remember to express it, remember to share it, and remember to receive it in all the glorious ways it shows up in our life. We recognize that our choice is to, and our purpose here is to love and to be compassionate and to help each other. And it feels good when we do that because it is our nature. It is fulfilling our purpose, completing our intention. And as we love, we open the very same channel through which we receive ever more love because it is omnipresent and it is infinite, as all life is. There is always more for us to experience and share and enjoy. As we start to focus on love, our subconscious mind starts getting busy, bringing more opportunities and more possibilities for the further expression of love. And the more we do it, like anything else, the better we get at loving, just for the sake of loving, at loving everyone, whether we understand where they're coming from or not, and loving ourselves so that we can more completely be present and love all those around us. As we become more impersonal in our and just let that light shine and shine and shine, we start to realize the benefit of that is internal for us, but it also is adding something completely wonderful into the collective mix and benefiting everybody else as well. We love this. We accept it with deep joy, beauty and joy and appreciation. We love this wonderful teaching in all the ways it shows up in our lives and reminds us of the wonderful spiritual principles that we are directing in all of our lives in our daily living. We love this community of like-minded individuals that love and support each other in ways we get to do that throughout the week. And we love this beautiful life and this beautiful day and this beautiful time together this morning. As we do this, we appreciate it and celebrate it and be grateful for the good that has started here and that continues as we remember to love going forward. Be reminded through all the ways love is presented, through all the platforms that messages are coming to us through. And we expand upon that, allow ourselves to expand in the process. Loving it all, we release it completely as we say together. And so it is now. All right. Okay, and now we come to the time where we support this wonderful work we're doing together. We take the value we receive from the world for the value we bring to the world, and we pass that along with love and appreciation. Let's say our giving affirmation in the middle of page 6, and it says, "Divine love consecrates my gifts. They go forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper. They are evidence of my commitment, and they do their good and perfect work and return to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is now." And now Emily's going to do a couple more songs for us. Are you playing anywhere we can come and see?
That's a good question. I'm going to be in Horseshoe Bay on Saturday night, it's a bit of a drive. And Sunday, July 13th, I'm doing a house concert here in Austin. So information about that is on my website, and I can tell you more. I will be with my harmony vocalist, who's awesome and makes everything I do twice as good. So that's coming up.
Okay, cool.
Sunday, July 13th.
Thank you.
I'm going to sing a song, thank you, Walt, called The High Road. I wasn't sure if I had songs that tied into today's theme. And I think this one does. I think when you choose to take the high road, I think it's a way of expanding yourself, expanding your existence and sort of lighting the way for yourself and for others. And it's a way, especially in times of struggle or when you don't want to feel like saying something mean, or when the not love is getting to you, I think it's a small step you can take to elevate yourself a little bit. So this is called The High Road. Sent you headlong into this crisis. Here's your challenge. Should you choose to accept it, point yourself in an upward direction. You gotta get out the map and lay it flat. Push a pin where you're at. Now find the journey, man, I'd hydrate just in case. Is it the road less traveled or the one that's more scenic? What's the shortest distance between us? You gotta get out the map and lay it flat. Push a pin where you're at. Now find the high road. You can see Thank you very much. Apparently in the mornings, it's still morning for me, words escape me a little bit. This next song is called Over the Fence, and it's about first friends in the summertime. And I think that it's an interesting thing, at least I've seen it in my life, is with some of the friends I've had from when I was youngest in my life, playing in the neighborhood, on the swings and riding bikes and all of that stuff. I don't see them very much anymore, but when I do, maybe it's been 10 years, we just pick up right where we left off. And I think that's a really cool thing. So this is about that.
Thank you very much, Emily.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure as always.
And special thank you for her being a good sport and jumping in and learning or playing this little light of mine so we could all have our sing along.
I'm gonna add it to my set list.
Yeah, there's a lot of different verses in there that we don't need to get into, but it's a great thought.
Yes, it is.
Just let your light shine. All right, let's talk about moments of gratitude and appreciation and demonstration of applying these principles. I am very grateful that we got to go see the Pepperland players do the Bob Dylan tribute on Friday night. And that man can write some verses, and then he keeps writing verses, and then he keeps writing verses. And anyway, And they did comment on that a couple of times, but I think I counted up to 10 verses in one song when I was doing such things. But a great time was had by all, and I'm learning to appreciate Bob in a different way than I had previously, which being a jazz snob growing up wasn't much. So, anyway, but I'm grateful for that and a good time that we had. And I'm grateful that, everybody, oh, it's so hot, but we've had a nice breeze. I will appreciate the breeze that's been blowing, so we'll take that. Anybody else have something to share? Yes, Donna?
So I shared with a couple of you here, yesterday I got to do a radio show with Russia. It was supposed to be there, but I don't know what happened. But, I discovered a resource here that I didn't know existed. I've known Rush for a while, but we really hit it off yesterday. And we had our similar love for John Denver, and he just wanted me to sing, and we told stories, and it was just the most uplifting and delightful afternoon. And I'm really grateful for finding this, lovely man who is doing such a service to our community.
There you go. And Rush makes it so hard to hang out with him, doesn't he?
Oh my God.
It just is incredibly, I'm being sarcastic.
You don't
He
know
is.
anything about it. No.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going back and forth with the stories, and one was better than the next.
Yeah. No, he's a delightful person and a good soul. And he also has another show on Mondays at noon called Off the Beatle Path. And Darren Murphy and I will be there the Monday before Beatles Month starts on Sunday. I don't know the date. Well, we'll let you know. He's always a good. KOOP. It's 91.7 on your FM dial, as they used to say. All right. Anybody else have something? Yes, Mari.
Comment on the flowers, actually.
Ah.
I have noticed since I grew flowers, I can have just the right amount of rain and the right amount of not too hot yet, but then really, really sunny. This kind of flowers that they also beautiful.
Ah. I think if they're Texas flowers, don't they they get some rain and they're like, woo!
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, party time.
Yeah, it's good. Thank God for flowers. And Clark?
Well, early in the week, we had a rather surprising, sudden, and concerning medical incident. Details aren't important, but what is important is the power of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to some other practitioners, and we didn't have a prayer session together on the phone or anything like that, but everybody did their own thing in their own time, including me. And I tell you what, it did a 180 overnight. The next morning, it was like I say, 180 degrees improvements in that direction, and so the concern melted away, gave into a joy, a relief, and so this stuff, it always proves itself to be real and very achievable by everyone. You just remember to use it.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like when I walked into the store, when I was driving to the store with the intent of doing the homework, and then I drove away, and it's like, all right, I'll be in other stores, it's all right.
No insight on time, but I just wanted to share. I had an opportunity that came across my desk this week, and it's not final and lots of T's to cross and I's to dot. So what I'm grateful for is hope, and not just hope. Because a lot of times we get like that little mustard seed. Oh, hope, and then it's like, oh, don't get your hopes up. And I'm like, you know what? What is that?
Yeah.
And what I realized was that I'm grateful for is giving myself permission to hope.
Yes.
Because I one of the promises from one of the groups I'm in, the prayer groups I'm in, is I trust the guidance from my higher power and believe in my own capabilities.
Right.
And what that means for me is I can handle disappointment.
Yeah.
So a lot of this, just waiting for the next shoe to drop. And it's like, okay, it can drop or not. And right now I have hope. And so I'm grateful for that.
All right, you got. And why the hell not feel good about something?
I know, it's
right?
like you
It's
can't feel good in the interim space. You're
a-
fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank.
I don't need to censor, but I'm censoring that. But like, this is the time. Like, this is the time where universe is like, you can't feel good right now, girl. Like, you got some stuff to work on.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, I think part of it is, we unfold into stuff and we give energy to stuff, and it's like, we might as well give good energy to it, right? So cool, yay God for that. All right, your homework assignment is remember to go to a store and emanate love and honest belief from the time you park until you drive away. Everybody got it?
Got it, yeah.
Got it? Get it? Got it? Good. All right. All right, next week, title of the talk will be Everyone is a Philosopher, just like everybody's a drummer. I'm sorry. And our musician is Pearson Keating, who's been here before, delightful keyboardist. Happy birthday to Gene tomorrow! Yeah. All right, and watch for information about the Rumi study group that's coming up. Do that. Let's say our closing affirmation on page 7. And it says, I am an expression of infinite divine creative intelligence. Knowing a joyful serenity awaits my recognition and acceptance, I take this moment to deepen my understanding that I am perfect, whole, complete, and dynamic. My soul is forever established in life, love, light, power, peace, beauty, and joy. I lift my eyes to the divine in me, in those around me, and in all of life. I walk out into the world with an uplifted heart and a mind open to the infinite creativity of all life, and so it is now. All right, thank you very, very much, and we will see you all next time. Oh, wait, we got 1 more minute. No. No.
All right, we're going to the back.
Stay in the back. All right.
So what's that show? Sundays or Saturdays?
Yes, yeah, you can do that.
Saturday. Okay.